Alright, back again with another video, and I just wanted to alert everybody that I have recently posted a video on my COMC Black Friday. It's kind of like the holiday shopping guide type thing, kind of a recap of what I have done. I have basically said I cannot let COMC take over my entire week and drag out. I don't want to wait till Black Friday. I want to get it done. Because what they have done is started the sales, I believe, today, and essentially what it is that I wanted to be finished. So I woke up really early, not on purpose, but somehow I just did, and noticed that the prices had changed for the better, and I just went full on get everything done. And I paid a little extra, but what I mean I paid a little extra is that I put in, I think over the course of 2 weeks I put in $60. It seems like a lot of dollars to throw in there, but it was a lot less than what I've done in the past. And also I wanted to save some money for my historic images, provided they come through with some type of sale. I should be getting at least 1 or 2 pictures from them, maybe 10. It just depends on how big their sale is. So let's get into the mail that came in. I got one large box for business purposes, and it turned out to be a really great thing. Really, really nice. Saved me some time and effort and money, and saved some other people some money. So that was really, really nice. It came in earlier than I thought it was going to because the tracking was terrible. But speaking of tracking here, this one here is return to sender. So the PINOLE, the Pinole Post Office, is nothing. I guess they just don't exist or they're closed. I have no idea. But you know, you look online and all points lead open, so I have no idea. So that is basically phooey on that one there. But we did get one from Sebastopol, California, and I couldn't remember if I had sent Sebastopol or accidentally. I just don't really remember. So that might have been a duplicate send. I don't really remember. But the thing is that what really stinks is that you see how my stamp, it's hard to see there, but my stamp's perfectly canceled here and here, and it perfectly canceled right here. Sorry, hold that a little longer there. It perfectly canceled back right there, a nice block of 4. But the only stamp that didn't cancel is the brand new one. Post office, just get some new stamps. It's just absolutely annoying that your stamps don't do the job. Really, I mean, that's very unprofessionall. That's what all I have to say. It's the wrong kind of paper. It just smudges, and I could just wipe that right off. I probably could take I could probably take some alcohol and clean that off and have a fresh brand new stamp. I'm not going to, but it's just really disgusting. But these stamps canceled properly like they were supposed to, so that is a good job regardless of what happened there. I don't know if they realize at the post office, like, hey, why did this not work? Oh, it's our terrible stamps. Then I got a crazy letter here from Rochester, New York. I used the Webb Space Telescope stamp there. And then there's my, let's see, where is it? I kind of mixed up a few things. But this guy sent me a nice letter here. In regard to your request to explain that in 1955 through 1967 time period, I worked for Eastman Kodak, who designed and manufactured 8 robotic photograph spacecraft systems for NASA designed to orbit the moon for the purpose of photomapping the moon prior to the manned Apollo program and moon landing starting in July 1969. So that's pretty neat. There's all kinds of stuff that he's written there. It's very possible that he has this all set up here and then he just changed up a few things here. Arthur J. Cosgrove, very, very cool. And then NASA video engineer on the Lunar Orbiter Program, 1966 and 1967. And then he has just put some other stuff there. And then he signed this here. Very, very cool. Manned exploration of the moon. Arthur J. Cosgrove, video engineer. The mission, it's something I think was to map the front and back side of the moon for landing. This is just amazing. So write to Arthur J. Cosgrove. That's cool. I don't mind the date there, but it's kind of interesting. It says 2023. This envelope is actually from 1981. Normally I like to have like an envelope from the actual time period that things were happening, but I didn't have one, and I just, you know what, this is a set, but I don't really care. It's not a valuable set, even though people charge a lot for those. Very, very cool. So that's one of the few things I'll be looking for at the stamp show that's coming up next month, is I'll probably be looking for some old space envelopes if I could find some, and very, very few postcards. So my COMC is well worth it because I essentially have fewer things to grab at the show. Now, we got another one here, and I don't remember, I think it's this envelope here. This is a very cool one here. I didn't realize when this was coming back or if I was going to get this here. And then I have a few other postcards to share with you as well too, but we'll get to this here. And I saw this, I was like, oh, neat, cool, he's a known quantity. And I sent him 4 cards, and I didn't realize he would sign all 4 of them. And we got number 41, Darrell Evans, on 86 Topps. That's cool. Sadly, there's something happened here. I don't know what happened, but there's a dent in the card there, and it's like the color washed away or something. Very strange. I want to say that's where the post office machine likes to notch out the things. And I want to say that's what happened there. And that's so the notching machine almost notched out my baseball card. I think that's exactly what happened. Maybe it was on his way to there, but and then there's a dent in the corner there. Then he signed my 85 Topps. I'm not working the set. I'm not working on the set, but very, very nice there, Mr. Evans. Thank you. And then we got a really old one here, 1972. I don't see a lot of people getting that one signed. Very cool. And for my set, I think I must have had this for centuries. I don't know. Very cool. But back in the day, I had no idea that Darrell Evans, I just knew Darrell Evans from the 80s. I didn't know Darrell Evans from the 70s. So I thought that was amazingly cool. A lot of people got him back, and I was happy to get him back finally. So very cool to have that. Very nice return from Darrell Evans. I should almost send him a thank you. And I just might. I might just Mr. Evans. So if I remember to do that, I've got plenty of postcards I can throw some postage on there and thank him for that, because that's just really nice to do that. And then I think I had some other postcards here, unless I've gone through them all. I showed you the Simi Valley one. And then we got one from, here's the Flintstones. This one has, unfortunately, a paperclip dent on it. Hopefully that will fix itself. But yeah, it got stretched from a paperclip. It's going to crease if I mess with it. They put it in this, you think of an 8x10 envelope? This is larger than that. They put it in this. Absolutely the most biggest envelope that they could find. It's insane. But this is, oh gosh, what is this? This is McCoy, it looks as if Mount McCoy Station, Simi Valley. Oh, very cool. Simi Valley has canceled all my stamps there. I think I got the right amount there. These are 1 1/4 cent stamps. These are the Palace of the Governors, Santa Fe, New Mexico. I always liked that stamp. It's 1 1/4 cent stamp, so five stamps equals 5 cents. So that's very, very cool. They have some sort of value. These are what they call coil stamps, because the edges are all flat and they used to come in a coil. I got a good deal on those. I don't know how. They came with something. I don't really remember what. But there is my Flintstones postcard there. I've had that for a little bit. Not too long. I think there should be one more postcard here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that was it there. So a very awful cool lot of good stuff here. I got lots of letters and envelopes, and yeah, Simi Valley, that's what they sent me my letter back. And you know how desperate for paper I was at one point? This is the inside of an envelope. You know, what you do is you write your letter on this, and that way you don't have to recycle a lot of trash. I have basically taken a lot of stuff that normally would have gone in the trash. It goes in the recycle now, but that saved paper. I am all about reusing paper. And this huge, ginormous envelope, I might be able to do something with that. I know it says USPS. I'm not going to put that in my collection like that. But what I'm going to do is cut this out the size of the postcard to keep the do not bend with the Postal Service on there, the Simi Valley thing. And then I'm going to get rid of the rest of this. And I'm just going to use the rest of it for writing letters. And sometimes I cut these large. If I cut this down here and cover up the markings on there, I mean, I know there's a nice Simi Valley cancel there. I might try to save that, but I just can't save this huge thing. It will not fit in my new postal box here. So this is my new postal box. You saw this in one of the previous videos. I know it's really washed out there, but there is the USPS logo on there. It's just a little lighter than I had wanted it to. I taped it on there, so there's no going back and redoing that. But that is a really cool mail day. I got it under 10 minutes. Write to Arthur J. Cosgroves if you have his address. He really did a very good job. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.
You dip, Daniel? You dip? Why you dip? You dip, Daniel? You dipped. Why are you dipped? You dipped, Daniel? You dipped. Why are you dipped? You dipped, Daniel? You dipped. Why are you dipped?
PPP loans to support.
Wow, too much coffee, Dominic? Oh, too much coffee, Dominic? Oh, too much coffee, Dominic? Oh, too much coffee, Dominic?
Oops. What up, YouTube? Ed Wesker Griffin. Ed Wesker Griffin. Oops.
Oh, why use all this mathematical analytical? Mathematical analytical. Mathematical analytical. Mathematical analytical. Mathematical analytical.
Look at this, we got mossy claws. Look at this, we got mossy claws. This, we got mossy claws.
Oh, that's very nice.
Look at this, we got mossy claws.
I laughed at times, and I cringed at times. I laughed at times, and I cringed at times. I laughed at times, and I cringed at times. I laughed at times, and I cringed at times.
Oops. Must wash eyes.
You dipped.
Dominic?
You dipped.
Dominic?
You dipped.
Yeah, don't tell me this is Trey Lance for free, JD.
Oh, that's very nice.
Turn on the power for the remote amplifier at the set. From then on,
Tip of Manhattan is easily reached by all New York City Transit line. Manhattan is easily reached by all New York City Transit line. Manhattan is easily reached by all New York City Transit line.
PPP loans.
All those other stations, they don't count. All those other stations, they don't count. All those other stations, they don't count.
Was this Ernie Banks that's been creased in half from 1960. I think I got to have paid less than $5. This is probably $1 at a card shop that still is actually in existence. And I just had to have...
You dipped.
And whoops, 87 Fleer.
Mathematical analytical.
turn on the power for the remote amplifier at the set. From then on, the set is operative on remote.
Because if you don't give a hoot, we will.
Play last year? Didn't count. It's like...